Hi, Authortube community. How are you all? I hope you're all well. My name is Nikki Pleva. I am a clean high fantasy romance author, and this is my second video. I've been thinking for quite a while, actually 2 weeks straight. That's why this second video is long overdue, about what it is that I can offer the Authortube community, actually. And I've been doing research, I wrote a notebook, and I am putting notes and plans together to make a time frame of what video I should make next, to make a bit of a sense from my Authortube channel. For both readers and aspiring writers alike. So quite clearly, I found it quite fair that my second video should be of what it is that makes my writing experience better, what softwares I'm using, when I'm doing any graphics, how that is looking like also. I have been recently starting using Reedsy. I don't know if you pronounce that right. If not, correct me if I'm incorrect. It is so much better, I found, than Word document, but of course I'm using Word document as well as Reedsy. But Reedsy gives you that opportunity to not only write your manuscript, but also to plan out your book, how it's going to look like. You can use it to plan your characters, your world, your chapters, to make it a bit easier to plan out your writing day. I'm going to show you a little bit how that's looking like now.
Right then, Reedsy, my favorite editor of all time. It is an online tool. All you need to do is register. There is no hidden fees which you will encounter. It is a very, very interesting community, I must say. When you first enter Reedsy, you will see the marketplace, which are filled with hand-picked professionals with many, many years of experience, offering a lot of services, including editing, design if you need cover design, illustration, or even typography if you need, all through to ghostwriting, reviews, etc., etc. I've never used them because, of course, I'm still in the finishing writing part of my, as you can say, career, if I can call it that. Of course, I can call it that, because as soon as you consider yourself writer, you can call yourself writer, even if you haven't finished anything, and that is my humble opinion. But anyhow, what I've heard is they are on a more expensive side when it comes to services. However, as I've said before, these professionals have been handpicked by Reedsy, and they are guaranteed to have many, many years of experience, and they know the book industry. Yes, you can find cheaper editors elsewhere. I'm not saying that. But with other services like Fiverr, you do need to bear in mind that you need to do a lot of research and ask a lot of more questions to make sure that what you're paying for is going to be delivered at the bare minimum. So that's a bonus when it comes to Readzy, although it is on the more expensive side. But for me, whose English is not the first language, I will need someone who will copy, edit and proofread my book, especially the first one going to the market. It is always a learning curve for any writer, especially with the first ever book going in the market. Anyway, let's go to fun part. Why not? When you go to the books, you are met with this beautiful bookshelf, and you are going to need to click to create a book. But as I've already created my book and I'm in the progress of finishing it, I'm going to show you what that entails. It is a very easy tool to use with everything in one place. You're always gonna be met with where you finish the writing last, so you don't have to think, oh, where have I stopped? What have I been doing? You know, especially when you're on a rush, and you really just need to remember where you stopped writing, and maybe read back a few paragraphs to know where to carry on from, to pick up from. So this is the manuscript itself. It is going to contain the copyright, which you can edit, table of contents, and then you have the body. I have included proem, which is another word for prologue, in my front matter. And then I have my chapters and back matter. Then you can add boards, which is a very helpful feature, and you can even edit, you know, the icon to anything you want, which is beautiful. I love it. And you can plan your structure. My structure, bear in mind, is just a chapter plan. It's nothing too serious. Then I have, not you, the world planning, which I like to do, especially the places. I'm gonna do names as well. So I have it all in another place, but I want to have it all here and then carry on like that. Because I have my map to make it more beautiful. And yeah, you can add as many boards as you want and make it yours. Make it great, make it helpful to you. Use all the features. Compared to other softwares, because there's a lot of things, this is the most easy thing to use. It's not too over the top. It has all the necessary features you need to write a book. And the best part, you can export the book into print-ready PDF, EPUB, add drop caps, and, you know, choose the design. That's a very nice feature. Not something for me because it doesn't have that many designs to choose from. However, it's a good thing if you have like a promotional book or something for free, which this beautiful editor just has everything at your doorsteps. And that's all I can say about it.
When it comes to designing my graphics because I love playing with designing my covers. If I'm in a little bit of a writer's block, I like to do that, and I've been using both GIMP and Canva to design my covers, but of course with actually publishing graphics, especially something like a book cover, you have to make sure that your pictures you are allowed to use the pictures that you are using, and of course it's not as simple as that. You can't just go to Google or go to Pinterest and grab a picture that you like and actually use it for your book. You have to make sure that it's the picture is allowed to be used commercially. I'm gonna show you the websites that I've been using, and also some paid websites which are really good to give it a try.
Okay, so where do I get my images from? There are a few websites which offer royalty-free images free of charge, as long as you mention the creator. And there is also a paid website which I used to use. So, okay, first on the list is Pixabay. It offers a vast amount of free images, which are also used by Canva. It's worth noting here that Pixabay doesn't only include images, it includes videos, music, sound effects, GIFs, etc. So it's a very good website to use, and I use them a lot. But anyway, let's move on. Pexels, also photos and videos. Stock Snap.io. I don't use them that much. I prefer Pixabay and Pexels. And the last one is Unsplash. They're also good, also used by Canva. Contain a lot of good graphics, in my opinion. And then we have Shutterstock. They are paid images, but what I found very helpful is that you can subscribe and save at £19 per month, which is not so bad for what you're getting, and at least you can be 100% sure. Of course, there are some rules and conditions, which I'm not going to mention now, that you can use the image without any worrisomes. So I've used them before. I know I'm unsubscribed because, you know, I need to balance my finances so I can, you know, finish the book, publish, and be and save, of course, for the editing and copy editing, which is, as most of you know, quite costly. And the last thing I want to show you is this one, DIY Book Design. It's a free online software which can create you a beautiful 3D images. They are quite incredible. Okay, graphics. Who doesn't like a beautiful graphic to stare at? Of course, in today's social media driven world, you need a lot of graphics to make a post presentable and beautiful and interesting. So of course, Canva, my most trusted companion, has a lot of features that can be used.
When it comes to book covers, of course you can use Canva, no problem, but I have found many years ago a software called GIMP, and although it's very difficult to use for a beginner, essentially there are many tutorials on YouTube which you can find by many amazing graphic designers which show you how to use it. Like for example, what you're looking at here is my very first book cover which I designed using this program, and although it's not very good, it was more so your trial and error. I used 4 graphics for it, background and 3 front cover images. What I can say is you can use many plugins also, which you can find online, which help you create amazing typography for your front covers and make it look very professional if you practice enough. So it's worth getting it and having a look at it. It is 100% free of charge thanks to the amazing developers, which I can't thank them enough for what an amazing job they've done with this program. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is maps, fantasy maps. Who doesn't love looking at a fantasy map at the beginning of the story, and then you can go back to it and check where the place is located that you are currently reading about. I love myself a good map, and I also created a map, and I'm gonna show you a little bit about it now.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you, who doesn't like a good map for a fantasy novel? I love it, and don't lie to me, you love it too.
Incarnate is, in short, an online world building and more so map building software. Am I gonna say they're the best? Probably not. However, it's worth noting. Look at the map which I'm going to show you. This map I have created using the free version, and look at the amount of graphics I was able to use. If you are not gonna say it's incredible, I don't want to speak with you. I'm joking, but in my opinion, they are amazing. It took me a while to understand all the bits and pieces whilst I was using this software. However, once you get into it, it is very easy. I am not a drawer, I'm not an artist, and still I managed to create this map. Of course, you need to have some amount of imagination within you to be able to create a map using anything, this software or drawing, whatever you choose. Honestly, the developers of this online software, they are geniuses. Of course, if you want to use the paid version of this software, in my opinion, the pro version, it's not even that expensive to use whatsoever. $5 per month for 2 months, it costs $10, and in my opinion, that's a bargain. If you agree with me or not, it's up to you, but there are more expensive things out there for us authors. So yeah, if you have a good imagination and are willing to put work into creating your own map for your fantasy or other books, I would 100% recommend Incarnate. They are incredible. It is an incredible good software that has been created by lovely developers. Yes, you do need the imagination. You do need to put work into it. I'm gonna say it's gonna take you a minimum of 2 weeks to be put together. However, it's not impossible. I am not an artist, meaning I don't draw much, and I was still able to create this map. Is it incredible? No. Is it geographically correct? Definitely not. But it's just something for my readers to have a look at the beginning of the book, or even my website when I put it on the website, to kind of imagine what Vitagria, my world of my books, look like, where are the places located, etc., to help them follow my books a little bit better. That's all I can say to it. There's not much to it. You can use the free version, no problem. It has amazing features, and I can't praise it enough. I'll be honest with you there. Another thing which I wanted to talk about, so I don't forget in this very long-winded video, what does my day-to-day look like? I'm gonna be honest with you. With my full-time job and my part-time writing responsibilities, it looks like a chaos. Why does it look like a chaos? Because I can't really plan my writing on the days which I'm working. But I can discuss what my non-working, only writing day looks like. So I get up, take the shower, wash my face, blah blah blah, go downstairs, make a coffee, procrastinate, think about why my brain can't work in the morning, and then I turn on my computer, avoid having breakfast at this point because then my brain would turn into mush, and enter Reedsy, think about what I've written yesterday, what I thought of the day before going to bed and then forgot, and then start writing. After 1 hour, I take a bit of a break. Break meaning 5 minutes just walking around the house, up and down to get my blood flow. Then go for another writing spree of 1 hour. The first 2 hours are less productive, I'll be honest with you, because my productivity in the morning is not the best. So at this point, after the 2 writing sessions of 2 hours, I should be in about 500 words. That's my plan. No more, but no less. Then after these 2 writing hours, which I'll be honest with you, it's now time for lunch, which is about 12. I don't like starting too early, unfortunately. So I'll make myself lunch and go for a walk. this takes me about hour and a half. I don't like rushing on my weekends. And then here the longer writing sprees begin. 2 hour sessions at a time. I am so very lucky that I do not have children or anything to distract me. And I praise authors which, despite having children and other responsibilities, they still manage to write, to edit, and publish their book. And I know authors who publish and publish and publish and publish. I know this author who started writing during 2020 lockdown. I actually met her on Saturday the 24th. Actually, I bought 2 of her books. Her name is Gemma Cladworthy. I don't know if you heard of her. So here are the 2 books. I am so excited, and look at her writing. Her writing is beautiful, beautiful. So she customized the message as well. I can't wait to read it. But oh, now I'm excited. She is the loveliest person I've met in a while, actually. But that's beside the point. What I talked about is, yes, my writing day. So 2 hours at a time. I'm starting about 2. From 2 till 4, 2 hour session. By this time, I should be at 1,000 on a good day. At 1,000 per 100 on a good day. And then I take 1 hour break. Watch a little bit of TV, browse social media, whatever. It's my hour break. And then from about 6 until bedtime, I try to fit another 2 hours. And really, sometimes I can do 1,000 words easily in these 2 hours, because my brain, for some reason, works the best before bed. But really, you have this day, or I have this day, where I am solely and only concentrating on writing, nothing else, just writing and making sure that I meet my target. But I'm not meeting the target of bad words. I am meeting the target of quite good words and quite good word count. So I don't have to overly edit my manuscript after it's finished. So don't worry if you can't write 5,000 words in one sitting. Because those words, I find, are not going to be good. They're just going to be random words to make sentences and to make somehow of a plot. What you really should be aiming for is words which matter and which fit into your manuscript. So no, if you are aiming for that, you're not going to be able to write more than 2,000 words in one day. Maximum 2,000 per 100, really. And I am saying that from over 12 years of experience. Yes, I am just an aspiring author. You haven't seen my work and you don't know what my manuscript looks like. But I can 100% tell you that you should not be ashamed of your 500 words per day or your 1,000 or 2,000 words per day. I mean, if you can do 5,000, it's amazing. But if you can't, you should not be ashamed of it. You should praise your success. You should praise your day of writing and actually writing something. And what else can I say to that? What else can you say to that? In the next few videos, I want to solely concentrate on struggles of being an aspiring writer who really is pushing to get that manuscript finished. Going through the writer's block and imposter syndrome, because these two things can really impact your writing schedules, and they are important to be talked about and not ignored. But there is nothing you need to worry about. You can fight with these two culprits. You can fight with the imposter syndrome, and you can fight with the writer's block. There is nothing that's gonna keep you from writing forever. I promise you that. I am so close to finishing my manuscript. I feel it in my bones, and nothing can stop me now. Nothing. I'm gonna have this as my birthday present for July. I'm gonna say I finished. I finished, and I'll be happy about it. I'm gonna do a happy dance. Anyways, my lovely readers community and writers community, I hope this video was somehow helpful from someone who has been writing for over 12 years and despite is still aspiring to be a writer, gained a lot of experience with the writing and what works best and what doesn't. Yeah, I will see you next time. I will talk about the imposter syndrome and what can we do to hopefully prevent it. I love you all. Take care of yourself. Take care. Bye.